Where do you find and meet single, beautiful women? Well, most people are going to tell you go to the bars and go to the clubs. That's probably the worst advice that you can get. Firstly, your competition is high. You have a lot of drunk guys competing to try and talk to her. Secondly, you run into the risk that she may be a little bit buzzed and that connection that you thought you had so firmly just kind of goes out the window for her the next morning. So where should you go instead? In this video, I'm going to share with you the 9 best places to meet beautiful single women that don't include bars or clubs. And I'm going to share with you specific tips on how to initiate connections and conversations with each of them. I promise that after you watch this video, you will realize that there are so many opportunities around you to meet beautiful quality women. And make sure you stick till the very end, because the last one is my personal favorite and it's probably the fastest and surest way for you to meet your ideal woman. What I've done here is I've put these into groups so that you know what strategy to do for each group. So the first group we're going to start with is the long game. And the long game consists of places where you're going to have opportunities to strike up a conversation over a period of time. So you can take that pressure off and build that connection slowly. Starting at number 9 is join a class, whether it be a dance class, an art class, cooking class, mixology, music, whatever it is that interests you. Number 8 is joining a sports team or a league, whether it be softball, bowling, any kind of sports team. Number 7 is joining a club, hiking club, wine club, running club, you name it. Number 6 is volunteering, donating your time to a cause that's important to you. Not only will you meet people, friends and women, but you will be feeling really good about yourself. And number 5 is meeting friends of friends. Okay, so these first 5 are what we call the long game. Like I said before, this is where you take your time to build conversations and build connections. If it's a series of classes or meeting opportunities that meet on a regular basis and it has a certain end date, then you can play the long game here. 1, it's really important that you attend each and every class. Think about it this way. Each and every class is an opportunity and a building block to strengthen your connection with her. You'll also have a vast amount of material to pull from, so you can use them as reference. For example, say, hey, remember that class when that professor did A, B, and C? Or, hey, remember when we learned how to X, Y, Z? You have more material to build that connection, and you have more shared experiences that you can rely on. So start slow, but start early. Start on the first day of whenever that class or function meets up. Most people are going to feel a little awkward, a little nervous, a little outside of their comfort zone, so use that to your advantage. Break the ice and say, well, this is awkward, I'm just going to introduce myself, and do so with everyone. Don't just single out the ladies that you're interested in, but actually make friends with the guys too. You never know, they actually may be your biggest allies. Over the series of classes, use every single one as an opportunity to get to know her a little bit more. So start observing what kind of questions she asks, what she's good at, what kind of things she brings with her, and use those as opportunities to really reveal what she's like and who she is as a person. And make remarks about it. Say, hey, I noticed that you wear black a lot. Seemed quite mysterious. So use different opportunities to really take in information about her. And every single time you see her, build more and more. So by the time that midpoint of the class comes around, you say, you know, we've been talking a little bit here and there. You seem really cool. Let's grab a drink after class. The next 4 places are usually one-offs, meaning they're usually just a single event that happens at a single time, and you probably won't see her again unless you take advantage of the opportunity. So this is where we use a completely different strategy. Let me share with you some of the events that can count as short game or one-offs. Number 4 is friends' weddings. This is a fantastic opportunity to meet new people. You're already starting on the right foot because love is in the air and romance is all around you, and people tend to feel sentimental. They're a little bit more in touch with that emotional side. And if she's alone, she's probably feeling a little lonely too, and she wishes she had someone. So this is a great environment to meet single ladies. And specifically at friends' weddings, you can pre-plan it so that you're setting yourself up for success. It's really important that you ask the bride and groom really early, as soon as you get the wedding invitation, to put you in the singles table or to let you know ahead of time who's going to be single. So you're already prepping yourself for success. Now, when you're there, and if there's a girl that catches your eye, then you can very nonchalantly ask the bride or groom, like, hey, can you introduce me to that person? Or, hey, what's their story? That's a shortcut of being introduced and starting the conversation by someone that you both obviously already know. Number 3, festivals. Book festivals, food festivals, music festivals, film festivals, cultural festivals, whatever interests you, there's probably a festival for everything. Now, festivals are great because you're gonna find like-minded people that are already into the same interests that you are. So you already have that commonality that you can riff off of. And I'm gonna jump into number 2 because the same rules apply for number 2. Number 2 is taking a personal development course or attending a personal development event or conference. Now, here's what you wanna do. You wanna go into the festival being open-minded, having your energy and body language open. Definitely stay off your phone. The next thing you want to do is you want to talk to everyone. Again, don't just single out the ladies that you're interested in, but start making friends with the people that work there, with other guys, with women that maybe you're not physically attracted to, but they seem warm and friendly. And you want to avoid lingering. By lingering, I mean, don't be that guy that's standing in the corner with his drink in his hand, waiting for opportunities. It is so creepy. And in case you haven't seen it, I made a video specifically about this. Avoid lingering. Instead, you want to be interested and enthusiastic about everyone that's at the party. Something really easy and fun to do is to wear something interesting. Definitely dress to impress, but you can wear something interesting. It can be an accessory or a trinket, or perhaps it's a shirt with your favorite band on it. Now, this will give people an opportunity to make conversation and you can use it as an icebreaker. Again here though, guys, I can't stress enough, dress to impress. Make sure that your style is intentional, meaning don't be frumpy or sloppy. Make sure that there are no wrinkles, that the clothes are fitting you well, putting your best foot forward. Something else that you can do that's really helpful is to bring something with you that's useful. So if you're going to a concert or a festival, that might be a lighter, right? For when that mood strikes and everyone's putting their lighter up. I think now it's cell phones, but if you have a lighter, you're old school and that's cool. Another thing you can do is bring with you a portable charger or maybe even a fan if it gets really hot. You will be the life of the party because people will want to be friends with you for at least those things alone. And this should go without saying, but be careful of your alcohol or your other substance consumption. Do not go overboard. Don't drink too much, don't get too high. You'll be surprised. If you're using substance as a way to ease your nerves, that is not a good strategy. You can drink a little bit, but just enough to kind of ease the edge off, not to take you to a different state. Now, this next thing is going to drastically help you, and that is to get really clear on your intention. Clear on your intention of what you're there for, of who you're trying to meet. If your intention is, oh, I'm just trying to get phone numbers or I'm trying to get women to like me, well, it's going to cause a lot of anxiety for you. Instead, switch that mindset and that intention into, I'm kind of just curious to see who's out there, if there are going to be any fun people. Now you've taken the pressure off you, you're not feeling like you're going to be judged or that there's a certain goal that you're trying to meet, and you will have a lot more fun. Your energy will be very, very different because of this change in intention. So hopefully these events and these one-off places that you're going to are things that truly speak to you, things that you are interested in. And if so, then you should know a little something about whatever it is that you're attending, whether it be a band or a festival or a type of personal development you're trying to get into. You should know a little something so that you can talk about it with your peers or with that lovely lady you're trying to meet. And if you don't know so much about it, make sure to do your research beforehand. So it should be easy for you to start conversations like, hey, how long have you been into this band? Or how did you find out about them? Or are there any other bands that you like that kind of have that same vibe to them? And that should lead you into further and further conversations. And last but definitely not least, of something that will help you a tremendous deal is being completely honest, transparent, and vulnerable when talking to people. So let's say that you see a lady that you're really drawn to. Instead of trying to fake it, to play it cool, to pretend like this is easy for you, just be honest with what you're feeling and say, hey, this is really awkward. I'm actually doing this because I'm trying to meet people and I don't really know what to say. Hi, I'm John. It will come off so much more authentically. It will come off so much more genuinely. You'll be surprised at the kind of reactions that you get. And the number one way to meet beautiful single women is to self-host events and parties. Now, these can be dinner parties, it can be barbecues, it can be whatever you like them to be. But here's what you're gonna do. You're gonna host an event and you're gonna invite all your single people. But there is a caveat. Your single friends can only come if they bring a single friend with them of the opposite sex. So this ensures that there is an equal number of single guys to single girls, and it also ensures that everyone is single, and it makes you meet people that you otherwise would have never met. And here's your opportunity to show off those cooking skills if you did take a cooking class from that list above. Have fun, connect, and just go with the flow. Now, you know all these places to meet women, but the question really is, how do you spark attraction? How do you connect with them? When you're talking to a woman that you like, how do you know that she likes you back? Well, the key to having natural, engaging, and magnetic conversations with any woman is to understand a woman's secret language. Because what men respond to and what women respond to are very often completely different. So when you learn how to communicate with women the right way, then that becomes a game changer. You'll be able to create real, authentic attraction with her and actually connect with her on a deeper level. You're finally going to stop wondering what to say, how to say it, and just feel like you can be free in any situation and let the conversation flow organically. No matter if it's your first date, second date, third date, or even if you've just approached her, you'll know exactly how to lead the interaction and you're gonna have a good time doing it. She's gonna feel that from you and she's gonna be excited to see you again. So if you want to learn how to speak a woman's secret language, how to draw her in, how to create organic connections, just click the link on your screen or the description and it's going to take you to our website with a lot more details. Have fun meeting not only new women but new people, and I will see you in the next video.